What's up, my fellow Michiganians, Michiganders, whatever you happen to call yourselves? Welcome to the Weekly Wolverine Podcast. And we're going to start off talking about the Deandre Ayton news and how that pertains to the Detroit Pistons. So, coming into the season, the Pistons had a lot of cap space, and a lot of people were thinking, man, we should go after Ayton, we should go after Miles Bridges. Obviously, the latter is off the table, but I'm not going to lie to you. I was a little bit worried when the Pacers offered him a 4-year, $133 million contract. So now we're going to have to face this guy multiple times this season, especially a guy that wanted to be here. Did we make the right move punting on him and waiting till next year or the year after that for free agency? Now I think all that pressure is off Troy Weaver and is off this team. What if is a very dangerous game. And that's been the motto of the Pistons franchise. What if we didn't sign Villanueva and Gordon? What if we drafted Donovan Mitchell? And this looked like it was going to be another what if. What if we went ahead and signed Deandre Ayton instead of just letting him, go somewhere else, especially to a division rival? Well, now that game is put to rest because the Phoenix Suns, just a few minutes later, went ahead and matched the Pacers' offer. So that means Ayton is going to be in Phoenix until mid-January. And I got to say, from the Suns' perspective, it seems like they messed a whole lot up. I think they're out of the running for Kevin Durant now, and since they can't move Ayton around, what was supposed to be one of their biggest trade pieces, now they're in trouble. The reality is they should have re-signed him last season. Worked on a contract extension. Then they can put him in a package for the Brooklyn Nets. But now if you're the Nets, he's not part of the deal anymore. You're going to have to give up a ton of first-round picks, and the Suns are in trouble. And Ayton, it's a very awkward spot because, so you wanted to get rid of me, and then you re-signed me. So what exactly is going on? And you also benched me for Game 7 of the playoffs. So just getting away from that, though, it's a good thing the Pistons didn't clear up assets just to go ahead and make an offer for Ayton, because in the end it wouldn't have done any good. And I think the Pacers are going to regret this because they had to clear up some cap just to go after Ayton, and now that failed. So kudos to Troy Weaver. I think we learned something very valuable. Number one, you don't go splurge in free agency unless you are 100% confident that your guy is out there. And B, if that guy is a restricted free agent, you got to be a little bit wary because the other team can just match the offer. And Weaver, he saw the Suns bluff. I think the Suns were bluffing, or maybe they thought they could get maybe they thought they could get Kevin Durant, and now that's off the table. So Weaver might have known something we didn't know. And even if not, Weaver was committed to a rebuild this offseason anyway. So we're not going to splurge for free agency at the expense of player development. Now that we have Jalen Duren, I think we're in pretty good shape at the center position. It's just good now that this what-if game is put to bed, and it's not going to leave a potential mark on this organization, Oh, man. Why did we let this player walk? All those questions are going to go out the window. So this is another win for Troy Weaver this offseason. It's been an offseason full of a lot of wins. And this organization is headed in the right direction. And it's good we didn't have to clear up any cap space to make an offer for a guy that wasn't going to be here anyway. So it ended up working out in the end. And I'm glad we're not going to have to face him 7 or 8 times a year. That's definitely a big sigh of relief. All right, up next, there's still a big free agent available in the NHL market. Should the Detroit Red Wings pursue him? This is a name that I mentioned in one of my previous videos, so stay tuned. Up next.